This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fart. We keeping the foot on the what? On the deeks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the deeks. And like the Tibetan master that I am, I'm applying what? On immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus spikes. Let's talk about it, man. Jamal Charlo don't need to fight no damn Demetrius Andrade. See, this is the problem with fight fans, especially the black community fan base. They are a bunch of pure fucking beta supremes. Let me exaggerate it. They are a bunch of pure fucking beta supremes. Pure fucking beta supremes. This is what we're dealing with in our own community, man. It's divide and conquer. These motherfuckers are not about anything. They supposedly give you a fabrication that they're about their own, but in actuality, they are ravening wolves, man. Outwardly, they appear as whitewashed tombstones. White is sepulchre, but inwardly they are filled with dead men's bones. This means they are Pharisees, man. Woe, woe, woe unto them. They are hypocrites. Why does Jamal Charlo need to fight Demetrius Andrade? Because Demetrius Andrade had a tough fight with a Liam Williams? Is it because Demetrius Andrade did not fight in over a year? See, fight fans don't know how to keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. Keep that same energy, though. You know why Demetrius Andrade fights so long? Do you know why he has so many fights in between? It's because cinnamon dust of a horchata Alvarez cannot grow a fucking cinnamon dust pair to fight this guy. This is the easiest fight to happen. They both are in the same company. They both work under the same network, the Zone. Canelo Alvarez is not even under Oscar De La Hoya, so it's even fucking easier. You know how long the Zone's been wanting Canelo Alvarez to basically make up for all of the money that they're paying his ass? They're basically overpaying this guy. They're not getting a return on their investment, man. If you guys know anything about business, this is what we call a bad fucking investment. Let me say it again. This is what we call a bad fucking investment. How are you sitting here and investing in a guy, giving a guy $33.5 million when he's not even giving you pay-per-view numbers like a Earl the True Spence? And then on top of that, he's fighting bum bashes and tomato cans. At least when you pay somebody that kind of money, they give you 2 or 3 or 4 quality fights against quality opponents. Don't tell me Sergey Kovalev, because I know the Cinnamon Dust Horchata Alvarez fanboys gonna say, well, Sergey Kovalev. This guy was 6 weeks removed from a concussion. That was a super duper paid to fucking lose. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Hey, fucking hush. Now let's talk about Danny Jacobs. That was the original paid to fucking lose. He had a kid that needed hospital bills to be paid. Plus, he's a cancer surviving patient. This is how you know cinnamon dust of a horchata. This motherfucker has no soul. That's why I call him the LeBron James of boxing. Because they do the same shit to motherfuckers. They will obliterate your ass. They will obliterate you mentally, physically, emotionally, so that they can have each and every fucking advantage possible, because they can't win off of the strength of them winning, off of the strength of them winning naturally. They gotta always win off of some unnatural shit. But you guys want to sit here and say Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade need to go ahead and go toe-to-toe. Jamal Charlo proved himself against Sergey Derevchenko. And now fight fans are saying, well, if the Jamal Charlo doesn't fight Demetrius Andrade or he doesn't fight David Benavidez, his career is over. No, that's bullshit and fuck shit. Jamal Charlo has a cap to where he can go to 175. Possibly go higher than that. But I'm capping him at 175. So the potential for Jamal Charlo is endless, man. Jamal Charlo has endless fucking potential. Jamal Charlo could have, in the future, super fights against Dmitry Bivol, Arthur Beterbiev, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. He has options. It ain't just no damn Demetrius Andrade. See, this is what fight fans can't wrap their brains around. They always want to take 2 black fighters and have them fuck each other up so that cinnamon dust of a horchata could come around and beat up the one that's a wounded animal. This is how he operates. Basically cherry pick the situation. Find the one who's the weakest fucking link. BJ Saunders came out and told you guys, but he already took a fucking paid to lose in BJ Saunders fashion. So he gets to not talk about nothing, because you already accepted the Canelo Alvarez boxing, judging, gifting decisions terms. So your ass know you're gonna fucking lose regardless. But see, this is what He Knows Everything is talking about when he says fight fans. They tell you one thing and then they do a fundamentally another fucking thing. Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo. So they need to duke it out. They need each other. No, how about Cinammon Dust of a Horchata grows a fucking pair and prove his legitimacy at the middleweight division. Show his supremacy. If he's such what you guys say that he is, a Cinammon Dust of a Horchata dominant fighter, then why does he fight one of these elite black fighters and expose them? What's the fear factor? You can run, but you can't hide. See, fight fans need to bring this shit right back to where it belongs. Cinammon Dust of a Horchata of a Alvarez needs to fight Demetrius Andrade or Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade don't need to fight each other. They are the super fighter of the middleweight division. And it's disrespectful. And it showcases that you have no boxing knowledge. It showcases that you are fucking boxing casual. You lack the true boxing eye test. If you don't understand that these guys stylistically is the super fight of the ages at the middleweight division. Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo shouldn't fight each other until the very fucking end. They need to have one of these motherfuckers beat the shit out of the Cinammon Dust of a Horchata of a Saul Canelo Alvarez. A Cinammon Dust fraud. That guy needs to fight one of them. Not they fight each other and then they get to determine between those two guys who gets to fight. It's bullshit and fuck shit at its truest and its most properest levels. And what it reveals to you guys, because it's going to reveal something to you guys, is what we always say fundamentally when we talk about the sport of boxing. And when we talk about the sport of boxing, when we talk something fundamentally, we tell ourselves a cold-hearted, we tell ourselves an unadulterated, and we tell ourselves a cutthroat true-teller fashion. And what is that? That Cinammon Dust of a Horchata is afraid. He is petrified of elite black fighters, and he's scared. And you know who's sitting here cooning and buffooning? You know who's sitting here clapping for the fucking massa? Because I done told you guys, Cinammon Dust of a Horchata is not black. I mean, he's not Mexican. This motherfucker is Caucasian. You know who's doing it for him? It's fucking these supposed black community fan bases. These divisive motherfuckers. These conquer and divide type of motherfuckers. These wayward motherfuckers. These what we call divisional mindset motherfuckers. Because these motherfuckers right here, they're the ones that's fucking everything up. These motherfuckers right here, they're the ones that's making everything different, everything fundamentally weird, everything fundamentally not making sense. Because in this most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, in its most cutthroat true-teller fashion, is as simple as this. When we look at the delineation, the distinction, the gulf, and the separation here, Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo don't need to fucking fight each other. Cinammon Dust of a Horchata needs to grow a Horchata fucking pair, stop drinking Horchata, and fight these motherfuckers. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Hicks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Hicks. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.